Today's topic is e-commerce frauds. E-commerce frauds are subset of online payment frauds that are targeted against e-commerce platform users. There are many types of e-commerce frauds and they are increasing day by day. E-commerce losses to online payment fraud were estimated at 41 billion US dollars globally in 2022. Now we will look at major frauds among them. We will discuss about e-commerce frauds related to OLX that happen while selling and buying products, and then about QR code related frauds. We will also discuss about shopping related frauds, customer care frauds, search engine related frauds, fake discount offers, post shopping offer frauds, and other common frauds. For each type of fraud, we will discuss about the safety precautions to be taken to secure ourselves from these frauds. First, we will discuss about OLX related frauds. Different types of frauds happen both during selling a product and during buying a product in OLX. Suppose a seller wants to sell an item and posts an ad in e-commerce website like OLX. Then fraudster posing as a buyer may contact the seller and offer to buy the product. Fraudster sends a token amount, say 10 rupees, to the seller to gain his confidence. He pretends to pay the remaining amount and sends a request through UPI app. Fraudster informs the seller that he has already sent the amount and requests the seller to just click on the link he sent. When the seller clicks on the link and enters the PIN, then the money will be debited from his account instead of money being credited to his account. Next, we will talk about frauds that happen during buying. When you want to buy an item, then there is a possibility that fraudster may pose as seller and cheat the prospective buyer in many ways. One of them is advance fee fraud. In this, fraudster posing as seller requests potential buyers to make an upfront payment as advance before completing the transaction. Once the payment is made, the fraudster disappears and the buyer never receives the item. In some cases, the buyer pays the entire amount for the product, but the seller, that is fraudster, will never deliver the product. The fraudster will take one excuse or other to delay the transaction and finally defrauds the buyer. Next, we will discuss about QR code related scams. This type of scam is similar to the one discussed above, wherein the fraudster pretends to be a genuine buyer contacts the seller. Fraudster informs the seller that he is very interested in buying the product immediately and offers to send an amount in advance, as he does not want to miss the deal. Then he informs the seller that there is a technical problem to perform the UPI transaction and will send a QR code to the sender with a request to scan it to receive the amount. When the victim scans the QR code, it will ask for PIN. At this stage, fraudster will try to convince the seller that PIN is required as it is a high value transaction. If the seller enters the PIN, then the amount will be debited from his account and fraudster will never contact the seller after getting the amount into his account. Now, the precautions to be taken to avoid such frauds are discussed. First, verify the other party, that is, check the seller or buyer's profile, ratings, and reviews on OLX before engaging in a transaction. Next, if possible, meet the person in a safe public area and inspect the item before making a payment. Next, be cautious about unrealistic offers. Be skeptical of deals that seem too good to be true. If an item is priced significantly lower than its market value, then it could be an indication of a scam. Next, do not enter PIN to receive money. Then, use safe payment methods. Prefer secure payment methods like cash on delivery or use trusted payment gateways that provide buyer protection. Next, if you come across any suspicious activity, then immediately report to customer support center of the platform or to the concerned authorities. Now we will discuss about fake advertisements, especially those online advertisements that are sent to you through mobile or email. You might have seen following type of advertisements, especially messages sent to your mobile with a URL requesting you to click on the link to avail the offer. Avail festival offer, 3 watches are given at the price of only 1 watch. iPhones are given at a discount of 90% as part of stock clearance sale, etc. Most of these type of advertisements that are communicated through unknown phone numbers and emails are fake and shall be avoided. The following safety measures may be taken to avoid frauds involving fake websites. First, always do shopping from secure websites which uses HTTPS. Never purchase any item from unverified websites because there can be many dangers associated with it. One of them is that they may take the money but fail to deliver the product, or they may surreptitiously obtain the card information from the data given by you during payment. Also, they may misuse the personal information and contact details collected during the transaction. So, if you want to buy a branded item, then try to do transaction from their official website only. For non-branded items, it is always advisable to personally visit the shop to check the item before buying. Do not pay till you receive the item that you ordered online. If the item is received by courier, then verify the item right before the delivery boy to ensure that you received the product that you ordered and it is not damaged. Also, verify the quality of the product immediately and return it within the given time limit if there is any discrepancy in the item you ordered and the item you received. Now, we will discuss about new types of scams in which the shoppers are targeted after they perform their online shopping transaction. In this, scammer obtains the transaction details through illegal means and contact the person who did online shopping recently. The scammer introduces himself as the customer service executive. The scammer informs the customer that the item was overcharged due to technical problem and he offers to return the overcharged amount to the customer. The scammer sends a link to the customer and asks him to click on that to complete the refund transaction. If the victim enters the PIN after clicking on the link sent by the scammer, then the money will be transferred to the scammer. Sometimes they will say that the customer became eligible for 50% cashback on the last purchase and will ask the customer to click on the link sent to redeem this cashback offer. Next, frauds based on search engines are discussed. Generally, a customer searches for a customer care number when he wants to contact the company to get required information or for his grievance redressal. In some cases, the customer want to return the article purchased as it is defective. In other cases, customer want to recharge his account as his subscription expired. In all these cases, the customer require customer care number. If the customer does not have the contact number readily, then he must search for the contact number of customer care in search engines like Google to get the contact number. These scammers employ various techniques including search engine optimization tactics to manipulate search engine results pages. They will ensure that their fake website comes on top in the results page when customer tries to search for genuine company website. If the customer contacts on that number, then he may be cheated by the fraudster who handles the call. The fraudster in the name of customer care executive will ask all the details of the customer and use it for his own advantage, thereby defrauding the customer. Another type of fraud we are going to discuss is fake discount fraud. In this type of fraud, the fraudster give fake advertisements with his contact number with an intention to cheat the customer. If customer inquires to book a function hall, then the fraudster will answer the call and offer a discount of say 25%. If the customer confirms the booking by paying registration charges of say 500, the fraudster convinces the customer that the payment has to be done online and requires the customer to give credit card details and later OTP also to complete the transaction. Then the customer will be defrauded and an amount of say 25,000 or 50,000 will be transferred from customer's account to the fraudster's account. There are other common e-commerce frauds such as interception fraud, triangulation fraud, etc. In interception fraud, the fraudster will do the purchase using stolen credit card and later change the shipping address by placing a request to customer care executive so that it is delivered to his desired address rather than to the customer address that's on file for credit card. In triangulation fraud, fraudsters create fake online store and offer branded items at discounted prices. The idea is to lure the customers and steal card information. After getting the amount in their account, the fraudster purchases the item directly from the portal of branded company and will deliver it to the customer so that customer is not aware of the theft done by fake online store. Now, the fraudster who has all the card information will make another purchase of his choice to himself. It is difficult to track this type of fraud as there will be no suspicion on the fake online store in the first place. There are many other types of frauds, but the above mentioned frauds are some of the major and important frauds. Now we will discuss the safety precautions that are to be taken. First, we should obtain contact details of customer care from the official website only, and even if we search in Google search engine, we should verify the URL before selecting the one which is among the top 5 results. If you observe it keenly, then you may easily make out the fake URL from the genuine ones. Do not contact anyone on phone numbers that are obtained from internet search. And even if you contact any customer care number, do not reveal sensitive personal and financial information. The most important precaution is never ever reveal the OTP sent to your mobile to anyone while you are doing financial transaction. Till now, we discussed about different types of e-commerce frauds like OLX frauds, QR code frauds, shopping-related frauds, including post-purchase frauds, fake advertisements, customer care and search engine-related frauds, fake discounts, interception fraud, and triangulation frauds. We also discussed about the safety precautions to be taken to avoid such frauds. If you follow the above precautions, then many financial frauds can be avoided. Thank you and happy, safe, and secure shopping.